Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Today is November 16th. I hope everybody's having a wonderful time and a wonderful day. Today's topic and article will be on Michael R Bloomberg and his stance with the world and its issues. So, without further ado, let's dive on in. Michael R Bloomberg is the former mayor of New York and also a billionaire. He is more than likely going to enter for the Democratic presidential primary. Let's take a look on where he stands on the major issues in the world. So, at the moment, it seems that Mr. Bloomberg is a popular person with gun control. He's completely self-satisfied with it, has absolutely no issues, like the whole shebang. He stands for gun control, but, well, let's be frank. He doesn't seem to want to do a buyback program, but he is not opposed to universal background checks. He is the self-funder of Everytown for gun safety. This organization has become a political juggernaut, rivaling the NRA. Replacing bans on all assault weapons, massive crackdowns on gun trafficking. Like, this man is not about the bad guns. Moving on, Mr. Bloomberg is very outspoken with his stance on climate change. He himself has pledged over $500 million, if you're giving it up for free, I need some, to the Beyond Carbon Foundation, in which he says he has contributed to the closing a more than a half a country's coal-fired power plants. And he is essentially stating that he stands with climate change and wants the future to bloom and blossom because he stands with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, her version of the future called Pie in the Sky, in which there are no coal-fired power plants and we make a transition to completely renewable resources. Zero emissions. Whoa, whoa, whoa. An interesting element is that Mr. Bloomberg's standing is on, that he has a standing on, is that he believes that government intervention in economical policy and government intervention in other areas should be limited. Let the people be for the people, by the people. You know? As a mayor, he himself has been promoting a series of policies to regulate consumer behavior for public health purposes, and most famously, infamously, I'm a fat guy. His most famous one was the ban of sale of sodas and other sugary drinks larger than 16 fluid ounces, and that was ultimately blocked by a court system in 2014. I wish he would. I need to lose weight, but I love me some Mountain Dew. Demonetized. Sorry. On more of the conscientious elements of Mr. Bloomberg's mayoralty was that he supported the New York Police Department's stop and frisk policy, which allowed police officers to routinely stop, question, and search the people on the street. This was only stopped by a federal judge in 2013, when the majority of the subjects were black or Hispanic, and very few of them turned out to do anything wrong or to be expected. So it sounds to me that he's got a good footing for climate change. I, as a person and an individual, am not going to say anything about the others. I'm not gonna. But will honestly say we need somebody like him that stands for climate change. We really do. We genuinely do. He pledged $500 million. Yowzas. So without further ado, everybody, please remember that you can follow us on LinkedIn. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Reddit, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and Anchor. You can listen to our podcast. Please do. We've got over 30 podcasts. Yeah. So please come check it out. Give us a like, listen, the whole 9 yards. And remember, as always, we are here. Thank you guys very much for your time. And I hope that everybody has an absolutely wonderful day. Bye-bye.